what I try to convey. It's all true. That all of us can be used to practice. Just open your heart. Open your heart. Learn the truth of everything. That occurs naturally, without us having to fix it. You don't have to do anything because of how hard we try, or how to modify it. We can't do it because of what it is. It arises from factors. It arises from the natural causes of everything, nature. Nature in this world. It is non-existence. Out of control. Because we mistakenly try to control and try to fix. We will just get tired for nothing. That is, doing what is impossible. Therefore, what we can do is, we must accept. Therefore, acceptance. It is considered that we have already let go. And acceptance. We must accept wholeheartedly. Without conditions. And without any conditions and no bargain. Anything to nature must be accepted wholeheartedly. Submissive to the truth. That is letting go. Therefore, letting go. It is the only way that will make us free. Free from every symptom of nature. So it's all natural. It already is. It already exists. It already is. It has existed for a long time. Before we were born into this world. All nature. It has been there for a long time. It existed before Buddhism even existed on this planet. Therefore, every nature. It existed before the Buddha came to enlightenment. But those nature. It was not released and disclosed. From someone who knows, Buddha. So, what he has revealed. They are all truths, they're all true. Is something. Already exists. That is. Aging, sickness, and death. Why did he have to reveal the truth? Aging, sickness, death, even though we see it. We already know that, we have to grow old, get sick, and die. But he has us come and emphasize it. To the truth. That we have normal aging. It is normal for us to suffer from sickness. And we have death naturally. So what did he teach? He teaches us to see that everything is normal. He teaches us to see that everything is common. Well, when everything is normal, is common, that we cannot fix. What must we do? Even the Buddha, he did not teach how to fix it, and he couldn't fix it. But he teaches us how to repent. Repenting is releasing. Releasing the truth. Go release all the truths and let them come true. As it is. As it has. Therefore, how can we release the truth? It's not just let it go. But must go in and see the truth that he taught. There's nothing that isn't true. Everything is true. What he said. Everything is impermanent. We checked to see if there was anything in this world that could be permanent. It is impermanent, as he said. He said, everything in this world is suffering. We inspect and consider that. What is there that is happy? It is suffering, as he always said. The Buddha firmly stated that everything doesn't exist, it's all impermanent. We consider the fact that the Buddha stated impermanence. What is it that is permanence? There isn't any. Everything is impermanence. That is, it's not self, not entity. Everything is natural. Everything is not yourself. He always say, Sab Dhamma Anatta. All Dhamma are not self. That's it. What he said is one. No two. And how do we know that? It's impermanent. How do we know that it is suffering? How do we know that it's not yourself? We take the truth of impermanence to frequently examine and consider that everything is not right as the Buddha stated. Let's often consider that everything is suffering, as he said. Let's consider and emphasize often that everything is impermanent, as he said. Whatever you consider, consider until the end of that thing. No matter what. Think about it until it's over. When we see something happen, look until it ends. Whatever you get, consider what you got. Till the end. Whatever happen, consider what happens till the end. If there is anything, consider it till the end. That what is there, has it always been there? Whatever it is it always is. What has been set up, is it always set? It's not set, as we hoped. It's not what we see. And it's not as we understand it. Consider it over. See the end of that. We have lived. Have we ever considered our lives, that the end of the life, what will happen to our lives? We have a family. Our family. What will be the end? We have children. We have property. We have a lot, and the end of all that we have, how does it end? We have a husband. What will be the end of our husband? We have a wife. What will be the end of our wife? The end of everything, of all things, is loss. Having children must be lost. Having property must be lost. 2. Even we have a lot of properties. In the end, we must leave that property. Property remains the same as before. Watch it end. Whatever you consider, look at it carefully, look at it until it's finished. Looking at everything, how does it end? When considering everything to be over, so where will we end? It ends in our minds, because our minds are finished. When our minds are finished, Dhamma will never end. Just let it be, because it ends with our minds. It doesn't end with the Dhamma. Because of all Dhamma, it ends with the Dhamma itself. That's the end of our minds. We must end with our minds, that is, let go of all matters, of all things. Let go of everything. When we already let go of everything, our minds will end. Surrender to the truth, that's the heart of Dhamma. Is to let go. Heart of Dharma is to let go. So how do we let go? not letting go randomly or forcefully. Therefore, to let go, we must clearly see the nature of everything, then let go of it. And to see the nature of all things, we must know the nature thoroughly. To know the nature thoroughly, we must learn it till the end. Learn from the basics of all phenomena. Learn from the middle of all phenomena. Learn from the final of all phenomena. Whatever it is, everything in this world includes our lives. Our lives are impermanent. Everything is temporary. Our body, it's always changing. The body is not ours. One day we will have to die from this world, but what about things that don't die? It exists. That is one mind. Our mind never dies. Our mind never dies. It moves, wanders, takes rebirth in samsara. 3 realms of world elements. That's samsara. It's the same mind. Sometimes we wander off and go to hell. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you get to be a human being. If you're unlucky, you'll become an animal. Or, even luckier, we're reborn as celestial beings. The greatest luck is to be born in the Brahma realm, whether born as a human, whether it's animal or hell, or heaven and Brahma realm. That's not permanent either. It will end and go back to world, grow old in the human world, get hurt and die in this human world. But what never dies is our mind. It's true that memory are impermanent. The awareness is impermanent. The physical form is impermanent, but what is permanent is one mind, is Buddhahood. If we can remember all our previous lives, we will see that we were born and die repeatedly. Each location. Buddha said, the place that we've never stepped foot on is none. On this surface of the world, he said, take the needle. A small needle is used for sewing, puts on anywhere. On this surface of the world, where have we never died before? None at all. It's just our original place. The original place of the mind where it cycles and rebirths. So, everywhere we already have been. Everywhere we already have lived. But our birth before our death was not always human. Sometimes it can be an animal. It can be everything from ants to elephants. Well, this is one mind. It can be transferred everywhere. No matter how small of animals that can move, we have all been born before. It's one mind. But the mind, it has a subconscious mind. Memory is impermanent. The body is impermanent. But the subconscious mind, it exists in everyone. Some people, as soon as they met face to face, fell in love for each other. But some people meet face to face 272,014 in 11 seconds, 266,014 and 12 seconds, 633 immediately felt hate for each other, even though they've never talked, because they've been enemies through countless lifetimes. Those people have loved and been involved in an unknown number of lives, is the instinct of the mind. But the memory is impermanent, but the mind remembers it. The one mind can remember. Anyone who has a lot of karma will be reborn more often. Those with debts must repay. You have to go and make amends often. It's this mind. Because of that, this mind never dies. So what shall we do? Give this mind, not coming back to die and be reborn, so that we must accept and surrender to all truths. It is to let go and learn that truths We will be able to take our mind back to the land where it no longer has to cycle through rebirth. Let's focus on practicing.